Yeah, that was my brother.
Can you remind me, the sound was kind of a watery,
Yeah, it had like whale sounds.
what is it? There's no. It should have been connected and we talked about it.
It's okay.
But yeah, she's a visual artist, so no, I'm joking. With sound is much better.
Yeah, but this one was in 2021 when I did it, and this film was my love letter to Jakarta because of Dutch colonization. It's when it was a saint by 2015, and it was, I guess, my way of kind of reminiscing, like seeing the present before the future. I was really obsessed with this idea of like apocalypse and kind of like things returning back to its power and kind of nature taking over. So it was just portraits of Jakarta and how I think my way of kind of letting that go and kind of like this grief too about the city where I belong with them. Yeah, this film was it was a fun film. I was kind of playing around with this idea like during COVID, you know how like we all had to wear masks, but then instead of like actual masks, I played around with this idea of like masked lesbians. And so like they were gonna have like this like shootout, but then it wasn't a shootout. It was like arm wrestling, and the masked lesbian won. It was a fun one. It was cool. This one was just about um I was fixated on like multi-level marketing. So it was about this foot cream cult that was selling foot cream in the forest, and they had like a whole ritual and everything. And yeah, I did with my friends, and yeah, it was really fun. We had even like an ad for like the foot cream. Oh, This one's fun. This is a series of photos. It's about the 7 deadly sins, but it's also kind of an interpretation of Descartes' meditation one, like the evil genius. But then I kind of interpreted myself, and I'm like, what if Jesus, thought about like what's good is like made us think that like what's good is bad and what's bad is good. So I did the 7 deadly sins, but with Jesus saying that, like giving the concept. Yeah, I guess that's all. That's all I have to say. So if you have any questions, you can just ask me if you know.
Another question I have a comment. I don't know if the people that are here saw she has an office studio upstairs where we can find these pictures in connection with a lot of objects and some writing. And I think I was quite impressed by this writing because the text is very existential, but at the same time it's we're exploring the João Valinho space, I think, that you were speaking about, in the sense that it seems that through art you're really searching this equilibrium between pure freedom and a deep connection, which is something very different to reach at the same time. And for me, it's quite interesting how during this residency you decide to explore the idea of a postcard, which is an object that is actually an image, but it's carrying text, and it's a kind of a dialogue that you create with another person. And I lost myself. I'm so sorry. I mean, maybe I'm curious for you to comment if this ideal relationship is also something to do, or maybe I'm completely off road, with your position into the art making, in the sense that somebody carrying a lens is always a position of interrupting somebody's vulnerability by invading with an object that is recording, and how this feeling of identity and meaning of space has to do with the fact that you are a documentary artist working with video, with photography. I don't know, I might be completely off road, but I think this topic and this medium are really speaking to each other somehow, both the postcard and being a documentary artist. Which it's more complex than that, of course. I consider you a multimedia artist, but maybe the starting point is always something that is in real life. That's where I see.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think, like I said, like I think I do get inspired from the people around me. So it's like finding inspiration for me has always been like about meeting people and finding that connection. And I think oftentimes like I do find good people with good connections, but then sometimes it's like a hit or miss. Where like I think as I grow older, it's like it's harder to find good connections. Because I think when we were younger, kind of like subjected to kind of being at school where we're seeing the same people all the time, so it becomes like this forced proximity thing where like along the time you become close, but then once you kind of get out of that system, it becomes you trying to venture out for yourself about how and where you can find these connections. And I think that's a hard thing to do, especially when we grow older. I think that's why it becomes that source of inspiration for me to actually also, I guess, help myself figure myself out. Not just other people, but in hopes of other people returning that same energy and finding themselves too, maybe within a piece of my work, or maybe like through just a good conversation.
Again, I feel like there is a voice in my head, there is a lot of time, and probably need to run with the program. And if somebody else has any other question, otherwise it's more than available to talk outside or upstairs.
Yeah, you can see me like in the studio. Thank you so much. Thank you. kind of like process because I came in and I was